Welcome students. I am Dr. Monica Khetarpal. I am Associate Professor of Physics in Government Dongar College, Bikaner. In my lecture series of MSc Final Physics, I am dealing with fifth paper, that is Solid State Physics. We have discussed superconductivity in our previous lectures. Now, in my today lecture, I am going to tell you about the difference between a superconductor and a perfect conductor. Both superconductor and perfect conductor have zero resistivity. That means these materials, superconductor and perfect conductor, they have a similar property of zero resistivity. So, how to differentiate between them? The only method that is used to differentiate a perfect conductor from a superconductor is Misner effect. What is Misner effect? Misner effect is when we place a material inside a magnetic field. What will be the effect of magnetic field? This effect is termed as Misner effect. So initially, I am going to discuss this effect in a superconductor. I am taking a superconductor and placing it in a magnetic field. On placing a superconductor inside a magnetic field, it is observed that the flux lines, they are not able to penetrate inside the superconductor. They are ejected outside the superconductor. That means inside the superconductor, magnetic field B is 0. This is termed as Misner effect. Now, I am changing my material from superconductor to a perfect conductor. To observe the behavior of a perfect conductor in magnetic field, I am using Maxwell equation. Maxwell third equation relates magnetic field with electric field. Let E is the strength of electric field and B is the strength of magnetic field. Then Maxwell third equation is curl of E equals minus del B by del T. Now I am taking my material, which is a perfect conductor, and applying a potential difference V. And the resistance of the material is R. Then from Ohm's law, I have V equal to IR. I is the current which is passing through the material. Now I know the relation of electric field. Electric field E is V upon D. V can be expressed as IR. So E will be equal to IR upon D. As I am having a material to be a perfect conductor, and for a perfect conductor, resistance is 0. So putting R to be 0, I get my electric field E is 0. So E is 0. 0 equal to minus del B by del T. Integrating this expression, I get B to be constant. This shows that in a perfect conductor, there will be magnetic field when it is placed in the magnetic field. So, flux lines are able to penetrate inside the perfect conductor. Whereas in a superconductor, flux lines cannot pass through the interior of a superconductor. So, this is the basic difference between a superconductor and a perfect conductor. These both have a common property, which is zero resistivity, and the property which differentiate these two materials is Meissner effect. In superconductor, B is 0, and in a perfect conductor, B is constant. Now, I am moving over to another important topic of superconductivity. I am going to differentiate a semiconductor and a superconductor. We know, students, that a semiconductor has a finite resistivity, whereas we know that resistivity of superconductor is 0. So this is the first difference between a semiconductor and a superconductor. In semiconductor, there are electrons. There will be repulsion between the electrons as like charges repel. So there will be a finite resistivity because of flow of electrons. There will be finite resistivity. Whereas we know that in superconductor, according to the BCS theory, when electron attract and this attraction is more than the repulsion, then only superconductivity occur. And in this superconductor, there will be electronic attraction. This electron attraction leads to the loss of resistivity. So the second difference is, in semiconductor, there is repulsion between electron. In superconductor, there will be attraction between electrons. The third difference is on the basis of magnetization. Semiconductors do not show perfect diamagnetism, whereas superconductors show perfect diamagnetism. Another difference between these two materials is on the basis of energy gap. We know that in semiconductors, the energy gap between valence band and conduction band is of the order of few electron volts. Whereas in superconductors, this energy gap is of the order of 10 raised to power minus 4 electron volt. In semiconductor, we are taking the charge of electron, and the charge of electron in semiconductor is E, whereas in superconductor, according to flux quantization, the charge must be in terms of 2E. So both materials, superconductor and semiconductor, have very different properties. Now, I am going to discuss the important property of superconductor. I am going to derive that susceptibility of superconductor is -1 and the relative permeability of superconductor is 0. We know the relation between B and M and H is B equal to mu0 M plus H. Here, for a superconductor, as we have already discussed, that inside the material, magnetic field will be 0. This is Meissner effect. So, substituting B to be 0, I get M to be equal to minus H, because mu0, which is permeability in vacuum, it cannot be 0. I get M to be equal to minus H. From here, I can obtain the susceptibility of superconductor. Susceptibility is defined as the ratio of M and H. From here, I get M by H to be minus 1. So, this shows that superconductor are diamagnetic in nature. Now, I have to find out the relative permeability. Since susceptibility equal to mu r minus 1. Mu r is the relative permeability. Substituting the value of susceptibility minus 1, I get relative permeability to be 0. So, the important two parameters are, first is the susceptibility, which is minus 1, and another is relative permeability, which is equal to 0. So, superconductors are materials which are different from perfect conductors, property being the same, that they have zero resistivity. In a superconductor, we must have magnetic field B to be 0 inside the superconductor, whereas for a perfect conductor, B will be constant when such material is placed inside a magnetic field. And superconductor is also different from the materials which we were discussing earlier, semiconductors. The resistivity of semiconductors finite, whereas superconductors zero resistivity and they are diamagnetic, whereas semiconductors do not show diamagnetism. And superconductors have susceptibility which is equal to minus 1 and relative permeability to be 0. I hope students you must have understood what I taught you today. Thank you students for watching.